Good evening and welcome back to Brant Poetry Corner. Tonight I will be reading my tribute to my great uncle William Brant, otherwise known as Uncle Pat. The poem is entitled The Man Who Should Have Had More. My father's Uncle Pat had a life story that read like a tale of American woe. An early bright future later taken away by the stealth in the fog of a foe. As a young man in town, square-jawed, wavy hair, gave up school after completing 8th grade. German immigrant father taught him early to be handy. Pat learned the carpenter trade. About that time, Europe plunged into war. America watched, but was not eager to shoot. Inching closer to conflict, Brother Art joined up, so the rest of the men followed suit. The fighting was tough in France in those days, despite training and weapons and pride. Artillery pounded and bullets whizzed by. The Great War would not be denied. Expecting adventure, Pat instead had his fill of shrapnel and terror and gas. Slowly dragging to Iowa in 1919, wondering how long he could last. So Pat was back home with PTSD, would drink away money, health, and life. Had a divorce or two, but no children of his own. Hard times were business and rife. Pat watched his nephews go to the Second Great War, an old man standing back, looking pained. His face wore his age, plus a decade or two, joys of living having long ago waned. Cancer took Pat in an attempt to show mercy, though the last few months were quite hard, being laid to rest at the side of his parents in the shady reaches of Postville churchyard. So let's celebrate Pat and the life that was lived and his service to us, the Great War, and remember his name with a reverence that fits of the man who should have had more. Good night.